Hey, I'm Caleb from Caleb's Aviation. Welcome back to Aviation News. There's a lot to cover today, so let's get right into it. The first major item in the headlines: the Trump administration in the United States have confirmed they will accept a luxurious Boeing 747-8 from Qatar to serve as a new replacement for the existing Air Force One aircraft. Many are, however, upset with this decision, as the jet will cost $1 billion alone to retrofit for the Air Force One job. And there are also currently two 747-8s being retrofitted right now to be the new Boeing 747 for Air Force One. However, this deal is good in some ways, and I'm not going to throw my opinion into it and let you make your own conclusions. Sticking with Qatar, after President Trump's recent visit to the country, Qatar have announced a massive new order with Boeing, consisting of 210 wide-body aircraft, split between the Boeing 777X and Boeing 787 Dreamliner families. Moving right along, Wizz Air have accepted their very first Airbus A321XLR, which is exciting news, and this is the very first XLR powered by Pratt & Whitney GTF engines. Given Pratt & Whitney's recent issues, this is good news. The A321XLR with Wizz Air will launch first from London to Abu Dhabi and Milan to Jeddah, but considering Wizz Air already flies a lot of routes to the UAE, and given their size and scale with different subsidiaries, many expect this route to go very well. In recent news, the FAA have raised concerns over Hawaiian Airlines' aging Boeing 717 fleet. The Boeing 717, which is based off of the DC-9, has been flying with Hawaiian for decades. In fact, the first Douglas DC-9 took its first flight in 1965.
A twin-engine jet with a distinctive T-tail stabilizer at the rear. The DC-9 has been in service for over 3 decades and was once a mainstay of American domestic aviation. But its history is not without incident. Since 1966, 77 DC-9s have been lost, with more than 1,800 fatalities.
McDonnell Douglas built many variants following the DC-9, included the much more popular MD-80 and later MD-90, but they sought replacement for the smaller DC-9 variant. Enter the Boeing 717. Hawaiian have flown the 717 for years now. However, its age is becoming a concern, and the FAA currently has the fleet under investigation. This is sad considering many people love the Boeing 717, myself included. Recently, there was also a near and fatal collision in San Francisco by 2 United Airlines flights. A United CRJ-200 heading to Fresno almost collided with an Airbus A320 heading to Dallas-Fort Worth. According to ADS-B data, the 2 aircraft lost mandatory separation clearance and got too close together. Luckily, they sorted this out before any issue occurred. Also in the headlines, Hawaiian Airlines recently launched service by their Airbus A330 from Seattle to Tokyo. That's definitely an interesting move, and we'll see how that goes for them. Also, check out my friend Patrick's video flying on that inaugural flight. In keeping with the same theme, Alaska-Hawaiian have also announced they will now start flying to Europe. They will start flying from Seattle to Rome using a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, presumably of Hawaiian Airlines. Again, this is an interesting move, and since both Alaska and Hawaiian are now the same airline, I guess they can do what they want. We'll see how this goes. But what do you think? Would you fly Alaska-Hawaiian to Europe? I certainly think it would be interesting to try, and I'm always for the expansion of more long-haul flights to Europe, especially from the West Coast. Our final piece of news: victims' families from the crash of Jeju Air last December are now suing the airline for millions of dollars in punitive damages. This news isn't really unexpected, and the FAA still has the carrier under investigation. But for more information all about the crash and what caused it, check out my full video. Well, that's all I have for you this time. I hope you've enjoyed this latest installment and updates regarding aviation news. Make sure if you enjoyed it to like, comment, and consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. But you know the drill. Until next time, I'll be wishing you blue skies and tailwinds.